Well, Friday, the joke was absolutely on me for thinking that Netflix, Mike Tyson, and Jake Paul would put on an actual fight that we could watch, live streamed, that would be legitimate and not fixed, rigged, a sham, a circus. So, like 60 million other people, I tried to watch the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson bout over at Cowboy Stadium in Dallas, Texas, only for it to not work at all. And by the time we got to the end of the undercard, the women fighting, I missed the last round of that. Signal was going out all the time. It got to the point where Netflix was trying to give me pointers like, hey, maybe you should turn on your Wi-Fi. Like, look, we know this isn't happening. I'm gonna just come back next morning. We're gonna watch it as a family or something and just avoid all notifications and news alerts until then, of which I was successful. And I feel very duped. Now, the production is on par with a pay-per-view, I suppose. I don't know why Rosie Perez was there for the commentary, but between her and Roy Jones Jr., not a whole lot to glean from this. But our main event features Mike Tyson looking serviceable, like he got in shape for this fight, only for us to understand that that was in all likelihood a ruse, that we're gonna make it look like Tyson's trying, he'll go out there, give a few punches in round one, and then get completely gassed. Was he legitimately gassed? Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. Now, we know that Jake Paul comes out there, and this is a guy who has built quite a reputation on being hated. Does he have fans? Probably not. Does Mike Tyson have fans? Some, okay? In the very least, people that didn't like Mike Tyson a whole lot, myself included, were looking forward to seeing him punch this kid in the face and knock him out. I think Mike could have delivered on that, but there are rumors that there was a contract. Hey Mike, if you want your 20 million, you can't knock out Jake. In fact, if that is part of the stipulation and Texas has their gambling board of fights, whatever they're calling it, really sign off on something that is agreed upon to be a fixed outcome, but we're going to call this not an exhibition, but an actual fight that goes on your record so that Jake Paul can say he beat Mike Tyson. Asterisk, guy's about 60. Mike was there for the payday. He quit trying after a couple of shots, and then he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get some money in a few minutes. I'm gonna lay back. It's practically scripted, just like Big Brother Paul over at WWE. If this is true, could placed bets be overturned? Because, well, I guess you can bet on WWE now too, so hell with it, right? Now, of course, Texas's board's over here saying, oh, it's bringing in so much revenue. We got a $20 million gate at the stadium. This is great for the economy. We can't say no to a sham fight. Because they don't care about the public's best interest or the integrity of the sport. Everything is so dollar signs now that as long as it makes money, there isn't a problem. Hell, the NBA is a complete disaster right now, but it's making money and new contract with TV. Hell, we're gonna have to move Charles Barkley over to another station. Yeah, everybody's making money. Be happy about it. For Tyson, there may be one fight left versus Holyfield. Old versus old, equal terms, at least in that regard. There could be some kind of appetite for it. As for Jake Paul, I think he's at the end of the rope for the stunt fights. Who else is there left for him to challenge that he can put on the circus? If you want to go legit, is he even a contender to be able to challenge Canelo Alvarez? Probably not. He's not exactly ranked. Oh, but he brings in more money than the rank guys, so who cares, right? He might go for Conor McGregor. He likes getting these guys from the MMA world to have to don boxing gloves and, beat them at not their own game. I'm just ashamed for myself that I didn't see this coming. I predicted that Netflix stream would crash. I would have liked to place bets on that. But I thought Mike was actually going to go out there and represent the sport when it turns out he's just a total skeezy sellout. And how did we not realize that beforehand? Don't give me this "it was all for show" stuff. "Oh, I hate you so much." The slap is the best punch you have in your arsenal. And afterwards, we're gonna be pals, and Jake's gonna tell him how much he respects him and looks up to him and idolizes him. But the real winner of the fight, no doubt, Sydney Thomas. 4 reasons.
Thank you for watching my son's YouTube station. It's not for everyone, but he tries. Maybe if you bought some merch below, he'll eventually get good at the YouTubing.